How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Rowlet, and welcome back to a brand new video, guys. Today we're going to be taking a look at a few new things that have popped up from Centro and just general stuff. Well, yeah, just general stuff more or less. So sit back, relax, grab yourself a beverage, and let's get into this, shall we? So let's start with the first thing, which is going to be specifically what Centro's been up to, and then after that we're going to be talking about some other stuff that I think is worthwhile going into. So yeah, sit back, relax, and let's get right into it. So starting things off, we have this tweet that came out from Centro the other day. Now, I actually screenshotted this on my phone, but it's kind of annoying. I left my phone upstairs, so I don't have the time to do that, so I just found a different image of it. But here's basically what he said. He deleted this very quickly. I had the screenshot of it, but then it was just gone super fast. So he said, "This will be deleted soon. Talking with sources familiar with the gameplay of Pokemon Legends, they think the game is too grindy, repetitive, and I think it won't be liked too much by the classic Pokemon fan. We wish the game to be good, but that's what we were told." Now, I want to talk about this right here and my response to this, what I personally think about what he's saying here. Now, could this be true? Sure. Now, this thing about it being too grindy, no offense, but Pokemon always has been too grindy. I don't know if you guys have noticed it, but you always have to grind in Pokemon. That's just the thing, you know? It's just a standard thing in Pokemon. That's what you do. The repetitiveness, I don't know about you, but battling Pokemon, catching Pokemon, and then battling gyms, and then battling Elite Four is kind of repetitive as well. Pokemon has always been repetitive. Pokemon has never been a very unique, snowflakey type game, okay? It's always been the same thing. It's always been standard. I mean, shit, tell a Pokemon Go fan that their game is repetitive. Imagine that, you know? Like, that's a repetitive game. Literally, the only thing you ever do is throw little Pokeballs, you know? That's a repetitive game. So this idea that it's going to be too grindy doesn't make a lot of sense because Pokemon already is too grindy for the most like, you know, for most reasons. The only Pokemon games that aren't too grindy are the more recent ones. And also, you know what's funny about the recent ones? They're also the same games that I personally don't enjoy as much. Pokemon, sure, it's not fun having to grind through a literal hell. Played a lot of games that are like that, where you have to keep grinding forever, but the argument or the logic that it's too grindy and repetitive doesn't really make sense with Pokemon, as it's already a game that is repetitive to start with. By pure design, it is repetitive, and it is grindy because you have to grind before gyms and stuff. If you don't battle all the trainers or battle stuff in the grass, you don't get enough experience points and you're not strong enough to take down the gym, right? It's just a standard thing. Of course, with the recent games, that shit has not been a problem because the gyms are so easy, so it's not been an issue, right? But if we're looking at it from this perspective, then yeah, it is. So I would just love to know what you guys think about all this in the comment section down below, because I'm personally a little bit torn on it. So yeah, just let me know in the comment section what you all think about it, ladies and gents, and that's just all I want to know about that. But either way, that was the first thing. So I want to know what you guys think about this, because a lot of people are up in arms and scared about it, that it means like the end of all, just the end of this game, and this game's going to be horrible. But I don't know. Next up is a really big thing. So here we have something that's very interesting. So we got Central Leaks saying basically a SHA-256 hash of the full message, so people don't claim it was lucky guess when it's revealed. And then it's like, you know, just stuff here. And I think he wants us to like, he wants us to have this thing right here, and he's gonna explain how to how do I say this? So basically, he's got a hash right here. It's like a code that we would need to, it's encrypted essentially, and we would need to decrypt it, right? And he won't tell us how to do that until time is right? Or like what the full message is of what he said here, all the leaked stuff, right? So he says, SHA-256 hash of the full message, and then there's just a bunch of numbers, so people don't claim it was a lucky guess when it's revealed. Now, personally, I don't know if this is real or not, or, I mean, you know, everything he's been saying here, but he seems to be pretty adamant about the stuff he's been, like, talking about being legitimate. Now, all of it could be lucky guesses, to be fair. Somebody said that D22 could be Detective Pikachu in 2022, which we already assume might be happening next year, because where is that game? And then PDP, Platinum DLC, and then SC is the one that's a bit torn on. Damn, I should not record videos in the morning. Either way, let's continue. So, again, I don't really know what it is. Let's see if we can, like, maybe, decrypt, let's see if we can actually decrypt this message, you know, see what he says here, because he like, I don't know, man. Let's see if we can do that. Okay, so it's not in their database, which means we can't even see it, even if we wanted to. Let's go back. Because that's the full message according to him. Like, let's see. Soul prefix SHA. No, I can't seem to find it. I'm trying to find a way to maybe decrypt it, but How do you decrypt one of these strings? Let's take a look at this real quick. So, is a cryptographic way. There's no way direct to decode it. It's either supposed to. Purpose of the cryptographic hash function is that you can't undo it. One thing you can do is a brute force strategy where you guess what was hashed, then hash it the same function, see if it matches. Unless the hash data is very easy to guess, it could take a long time though. You find the question difference between hashing a password and encrypting it. Well, he hashed it, so I guess we really can't see it. I guess it's a hash, so the only person that I guess will be able to see it is like the full message. I guess is whenever like the information is revealed, he will take this hash, he will reveal what the actual message was, and he will tell us, okay, go here and encrypt this, and you will get the same hash, right? You will get the same thing. So I guess that's what he's saying here, like more or less that if we just once the time is right, if he gives us the exact sentence that he had there, the exact full message, then we can just go and decrypt it, and we will encrypt it, and we'll get the same hash as we got right here. So I'm assuming that's what he's trying to say, which is a weird amount of confidence in him, like that he's putting into this stuff. So we'll see what it is all about. But yeah, let's continue to the next thing. So cover of the official Pokemon calendar for 2022. So apparently from this, people have thought, have just realized that they're now moving into, in 2022, they're going to be moving into like the Sinnoh, kind of time zone, I guess, within the series. We've got Lucario, Cinderace in there. So that's, of course, Goes and, of course, Ashes. Lucario, we've got Arceus, we've got Palkia and Dialga, so those guys are going to be showing up, and the starters from the Sinnoh region will be popping up again, so people are assuming Infernape might be coming back as well, based on one of the calendars we saw recently, so we'll see what that's all about, man. I'm very curious right now. I'm very curious to know what's going on here, but we'll just have to wait and see what happens with this. But yeah, so this means that in 2022, I'm assuming around early 2022, we will be seeing Sinnoh. But then once Sinnoh is run out, man, what are they doing then? Because Sword and Shield era is about to end next year, so like they gotta move on to the next thing, which is why I think Generation 9 is next year. Either way, let's move on to the next thing here. So this one is interesting. This was sent to me, of course, by none else than Steelix, who basically says something interesting here. So Holy S, dude, this is a big contender for being a hint. Those Pikachu seem to be representing things from inspiration of past gens. Lady Liberty, New York, for Unova. The Royal Guard, London, UK, for Galar. And you can see these, and he's actually correct here. If you actually look at these, he's not wrong. We've got like what? So we've got like, on the left here, we got like a Royal Guard. We got a Lady Liberty. And if we look a bit further down, we've got these like Japanese ones, which are, of course, all related, more or less related to, just any of the Japanese regions. I think in particular, we could argue more like related to, I guess, Johto or something like that. I feel like that's the one that they fit to most. But we have a bunch of them little guys like down here. We got like this little sailor down here or something. Quite a few of them. So looking at all these, the question then is, which one of these like seems it could be something else? Well, I'm thinking this little Pikachu right here, the one on the left here, the furthest to the left, next to the Royal Guard, and in between the guy in the blue, which looks like a police officer or something. But why do I think that one? I don't know why, but it's giving me like major like Netherlands vibes. I don't know about you guys, but there's a lot of Dutch fans. Okay, if you are watching from the Netherlands or from Belgium, by the way, as well, which I'm in currently, shout out to all of you for watching from there. But either way, if you're watching from that, Pokemon is massive in the Netherlands. Pokemon is massive in the Netherlands. Still like a massive game there. And honestly, there's a lot of interesting places they could base like, a Pokemon game on within the Netherlands. I'm not talking like, Amsterdam or something. I'm talking about like everything else, right? All the other areas within it. I mean, it's kind of like a weirdly enough, it is a bit of a hub of Europe, right? Like the Netherlands itself, right? You've got like also the lower part, right? Holland or whatever, you got that. You can use that as inspiration. A lot of space to work with. Like in general, you can make a lot of connection as well to, the Kalos region, Galar region, because they're right next to each other. And let's not also forget the non-stop conflicts that have happened in this area in the past, like during X amount of wars between like the UK and France, etc. And then, of course, the Netherlands in the middle and their trading situation, because they used to ship a lot of shit and, smuggle a lot of shit and etc. My point is, there's a lot of ways that they can implement this as a place. So I don't know if that would be the case. Would the Netherlands be the most logical next place for a region? I don't know. Could even be Portugal. I don't know. Spain. It could be Greece. It could be anything. If there's a hint here, then I haven't found it yet. But this is Masuda we're talking about, and he does love to leave hints like this in just very obscure random tweets. It just is a bit strange to say the least. And then he says here in the message, good work to everyone. Stock Pokemon in the afternoon. So I don't know what that's supposed to imply, but yeah, strange tweets. That's all I'm gonna say. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that's gonna be it for today's video. If you guys did enjoy, then drop a like down below. Thank you so much for watching. My name has been, Ruffle Rallet. I will see you all the next time. So peace out and bye bye, ladies and gents.